Holy fuck! Holy shit! Oh, what the fuck? We have news. Hey guys, welcome back to Guiding Key. God damn.
We're looting, we're tuning, and we're back.
What was that? The Nintendo Direct? Hello?
That was actually a really good Nintendo Direct, all things considered.
So,
like outside of Kingdom Hearts 4, that was a really good Direct.
Yeah, let's. Nintendo walked away with the victory. Spyro, what? Who gives a fuck?
I got Xenoblade Genesis and Kingdom Hearts 4 in the same Direct. I am a happy boy.
They put a One Piece game in the Direct.
We got Deltarune Chapter 5 and Kingdom Hearts 4 on me and Dolan's end.
True. Real.
And Ocarina of Time remake, but that doesn't matter to this podcast because we're not the Triforce podcast. We're not the Deltarune podcast.
Much to my
damn
chagrin,
sure we'll
we're not
never do a Xenoblade podcast because no one cares about Xenoblade.
I hate you.
But what we are is the Guiding Keys podcast. After a long hiatus, we finally have something to talk about.
I was like, we're not gonna be able to do any podcasts this year because we have nothing to fucking talk about. And then they drop a nuclear bomb on us
on a random Tuesday in the middle of the day.
Hey, I was right about that.
Now, it was a part of the Summer Game Fest. Well, technically, it wasn't a part of the summer, but it's a part of the Summer Game Fest.
I said it wasn't going to be a partner showcase, and I was wrong. But I also said it was going to be on a random Tuesday with no warning, and I was right about that. So I'm still half right. So I'm still counting it.
And let's be honest, no one could have guessed Nintendo of all places.
No, absolutely not. It was the least expected.
For the uninitiated, one, how? Two, this past Tuesday, we got the first teaser trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 since the first one, 4 billion years ago. And it was released the second to last announcement of the Nintendo Direct that was basically on the coattails of the Summer's Game Fest. We did not get any information during the Summer Game Fest proper. We did hear Final Fantasy news, to which we all went, okay, yeah, that's about our Square Enix of the year. And then they came around, Nintendo was like, it's a me, fucking money on the ground.
Keep in mind, Nintendo felt that the only thing bigger than this was the Ocarina of Time remake.
Oh, real.
And what's funny, we saw more of this than we did with the Ocarina of Time remake. Just putting that out there.
True.
That is true.
I'm still looking forward to what they got to show for Ocarina of Time remake. But we're not here to talk about that, unfortunately.
No.
I'm here to talk about that thumb wrestling game, honestly.
Oh yeah,
true. Actually, Switch Sports Resort. Let's go.
I didn't even
Yes, sir.
I started getting DMs.
I'm just saying, the fact that they bridged Xenoblade Genesis and Kingdom Hearts 4 with fucking thumb wrestling is
that sounds about right, actually.
Yeah.
I just want to see Rex from Xenoblade 2 and Sora do a thumb wrestle.
True.
Dolan, get to modding.
That's them two in the next Smash Brothers. It's going to be a thumb wrestling game.
Yeah.
Shit, true. Really?
Let's get right into the meat of this trailer, which showed us a lot.
Now we should note that there are
technically in 24 seconds or something like that.
There are two versions of this trailer. The Nintendo trailer that actually has UI.
Technically three, but we'll get into that.
The Japanese version has slightly different gameplay.
Yeah, but the Nintendo version has UI that is directly connected to, of course, the Switch, whereas the one that you can watch on the Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Hearts YouTube does not have UI in its gameplay section, and also tells us that it is released multi-platform at launch.
Which is great, by the way.
Day one modding, let's go.
Yeah, on PC at launch means we can just start modding immediately.
On Switch 2, I may add, I didn't think that Switch 2 was going to be able to run Kingdom Hearts 4.
Why wouldn't it? I mean,
Switch 2 is better than Steam Deck.
All the Final Fantasy 7 remake games are native.
Yeah.
So like at
they
this
already
point,
said
That's a good point.
Revelation is coming day one on Switch 2.
I just
Rebirth.
To be fair,
just came out.
I wouldn't have guessed that because I dropped off Final Fantasy VII so hard after I started realizing Square Enix has favorites.
Well,
you
apparently not,
realizing?
because Kingdom Hearts 4 lives, baby.
Disney said it's been 4 years. Let it rip.
Mhm.
But shall we get started on the first portion? Because
Absolutely.
Yeah.
if we start going down rabbit holes, we will never recover.
Let's get
Okay,
right into
so-
it and start with the very first shot of this trailer, which is a hooded woman in a black coat talking about the people from the Kingdom Hearts universe bringing the concepts of light and darkness into Quadratum with them, and that these did not exist before they arrived.
Now, we should note,
We should.
do not know for a fact that who is speaking is matching the woman in the coat, because Leia, believe that you said that someone matched the Japanese voice acting to match Ava's voice acting, correct?
They did, but they also matched her body language to Ava. They said that the way her hands were crossed and the way she was sitting was the same as Ava in back cover.
I feel like that's a bit more of a stretch on that one. I'm not going to lie. That one feels a little bit stretchy, but I'm not completely outruling it. I'm not disregarding it. I am just leaving as much room as possible because we do. There's Envy still out there. There's Skuld still out there, and there is it could be Lux. It's not Luxine. It could be Xion. They could be catering directly to me. Give me Xion.
Okay.
Give me Xion.
I don't know the last one.
Shoo, away with you.
But no, like we don't know that it does correlate, because that is something that trailers often do. Anybody who watches a lot of Marvel trailers can attest that they like to finagle that for fun.
We'll be talking about that later too.
Yes. But yeah. I mean, this is insane. I'm basically saying that this world absolutely boring as shit, and then we showed up and we brought kaijus.
Yeah, so I'd like to point out the fact that the concepts of light and darkness did not exist in Quadratum until the people from the Kingdom Hearts universe arrived. And then when the Heartless started materializing, they looked like eldritch abominations out of a fucking Lovecraft novel.
If you think about it, because of how they looked in Kingdom Hearts, like they look all cartoony. But when we jump into a world that's based more on like reality, the Heartless are going to look more realistic and monstrous, so that was to be expected.
Oh yeah, I agree. I also think the idea of like these people, to them, they don't know what light and darkness are. Like even in like other live action worlds we've seen, like Pirates of the Caribbean, the Heartless still look like Heartless, but in this world they look like freaking nightmares.
Yeah. I should note that it does specifically say manifestations of what we know as light and darkness. So like physical forms of light and darkness are what they brought into the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
They allowed the ability, and this bless you. This may come back to the Keyblade being a pure manifestation of light, right? And
depends on the Keyblade, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but yeah, for most Keyblades, besides I believe Kingdom King D, that they are light's Keyblade. They are from the world of light, and by implementing a manifestation of light in there, it would there's balance. So there has to now be a manifestation of darkness, and holy shit, the smash. That's all I'm gonna say. Smash.
Hello.
Are we talking about the game or the action?
Have you seen Shin Darkside? Look at those rippling.
He does have very large and impressive muscles.
Yeah.
He does have very large and impressive
You know what?
muscles.
I respect it. I respect it. Y'all have whichever y'all want. I respect it.
But back to the to this particular shot, these particular couple of shots of looking over mysterious hooded woman, should note that she, I believe, is overlooking the same part that we saw Nomura draw some art of a young Xehanorts. Like I believe those are the same archways. Let me screenshot.
That is
Hang on.
We're gonna have
Miyashita
to pull
Park,
up these pictures. We're gonna have to edit these pictures in too, aren't we? So that the viewers can actually see it.
It's
Do you need
Miyashita
the
Park.
Xehanort art?
Yeah, the Xehanort art.
Oh
yes.
yeah, that on the
I got
left.
you. I got you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that before. Interesting.
I saw someone else point it out. I think it was on
Yeah.
Let me tell you that the amount of love that that I have seen across Blue Sky and Instagram of people just coming out of the woodwork and be like, look. It feels very warm and cozy.
Oh,
By the
absolutely.
way, speaking of Clark's new boyfriend, Neo Darkseid, have we not? I would like to point out the thousands and thousands of glowing yellow eyes peering through its body.
They like to watch.
So it seems like it's like
You don't want to get that.
like ultimate form of demon tide in a way.
Yeah, it's like a billion fucking Heartless have like Gundammed themselves into this thing.
They Voltron, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. They Voltron into this.
Yeah,
We gotta make our own mech and battle it in a giant kaiju fight.
Yeah, or that first image that you posted. I'll put it here. Where we see these archways here. Someone I can't remember where it was at. I believe it was Instagram.
It was that garden you mentioned.
Yeah, it's like a little park.
It's Miyashita Park is what it's called.
Yeah.
Thank you. This mysterious woman is looking over that particular point. I don't believe it is at the same time, but it's interesting to note to feel how, while this city feels very expansive, it's very interesting how everything already feels so connected. Like, you're going to walk 2 steps and see something that is connected to something.
I'd also like to point out, regarding the Neo Darkseid fight, just how much the scripting of that fight seems to have changed from the concept gameplay we saw.
At least in this section, this could be like a long ass fight for all we know. But
It's been 4 years. He's been fighting it for 4 years.
But I also look at the screenshot that I just sent you.
I'm looking at it.
He's standing.
I'm massive.
Yeah, he's standing behind the same sky bridge that he was in that first trailer.
That's true.
Clark, I know you're looking at his butt. Stop looking at his butt, Clark.
Oh, I'm looking at his back muscles.
Yeah,
and also to note that that it's got a very blue highlights to him and everything, which it is very interesting because I believe we don't.
Makes me think of Venom.
Yeah,
well, that's a classic.
I do get Venom vibes.
That is a classic shading technique. But
I'd also just like to point out just how much more destruction there is compared to that first trailer.
Yeah, there's like so much like dark tentacles climbing everything. That's what it looks like basically.
It kind of
eating shit, eating the building.
If anybody has ever played the game, Spider-Man: Web of Shadows, 1, you're based.
Yes, sir.
2, it feels very much akin to like, yes, we are being invaded by a foreign substance that takes over the human body.
Actually,
that would be crazy.
Not Spider-Man Web of Shadows, but Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. I mean, when Venom starts.
Okay. Yeah, but Web of Shadows predates that by at least a decade, and it's got better costumes.
I think Web of Shadows did it better because the sheer scale of it. It looks more destructive in Web of Shadows than it does in Spider-Man 2, I think.
Yeah.
I also haven't played Spider-Man 2 in a while, so I don't know.
I'm going to move on to the next shot of our big boy Darkseid here. We can see right here in the corner. No, don't worry. I'm not going to be thirsting over Neo Darkseid again.
No butt shots, please.
Besides, that's
what
Clark
the
person,
heck?
though.
What am I looking at?
What are you looking at? We need context. You just pulled out a boom mic.
An airship. There are other screenshots, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not from the trailer. That's the only one that's actually.
Yeah.
They're very far away.
That these scenes begin to happen after we get to the first title card.
Could be Magitech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think these are Magitech engines from Final Fantasy 15.
And it makes a lot of sense.
Versus 13.
seeing Final Fantasy 15 and KH4 would unironically be one of the coolest things ever. Like being able to explore Insomnia.
We're not. This is
I
Insomnia. This
know.
is
This
it.
is
know.
This is
Insomnia,
versus
dude.
13.
Let a man dream.
But no, this kind of goes into a thought that I've been having for a while of that magic is reality. But that's Sora's reality. That's the Kingdom Hearts verse. That's on that side. And then on unreality with Quadratum, with your Zora, we lean more towards tech.
Yeah.
So like we
you know
see
what that
this,
makes me think of? Unironically, that makes me think of Final Fantasy 14 because, especially in A Realm Reborn, they really specify that the opposing force, the Garleans, cannot use magic, but they are highly technical. They make all these machines and crap to take over the world.
So I want to point out, especially because I'm watching the trailer in 4K right now, so I can pull up a lot of small details.
I beg to differ.
Combined
That
with-
other image that you brought up
Where's
was a
his
small
socks?
detail and it looks like shit.
Combined with the airships, I want you to take a very close look at Sora's ear.
Oh yeah,
he's
I've
got
noticed this. He absolutely has an earpiece in.
He has an earpiece
recon.
in his
Orders.
watch, which we do not see in the original trailer. We saw some bits of it in his in the screenshots, but they were too out of focus. Now we get a couple scenes where we get to see it in the screenshots that appeared more like almost like a Fitbit or a Vita bracelet size thing. Now there's one shot that I remember that I zoomed in on one of Dolan's shots from at some point in time. But it appears more rounded and everything, but the front of it does not look like a traditional watch, nor digital or analog. We are definitely looking at something where Sora's now has some tech to him, which is scary because the boy doesn't computer.
Do you think that's going to be like a smartwatch that's like the replacement for the gummy phone in this game?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. And we can mention this later when we get to the gameplay segment, but the mini map is round with like a diamond border. So I think that's a little more telling because his watch is round. So that could be,
like having Google Maps on
Yeah.
his phone or something.
But I have a theory. I could be way off base here, but I have a theory regarding the airships, the earpiece, the smartwatch, and the fact that a little bit later on in this trailer, we see other Keyblade wielders from various different eras of the Kingdom Hearts universe. I think that the Keyblade wielders who have arrived in Quadratum have formed a sort of pseudo-militia against the Heartless to defend the city. They have organized into a like mini army or militia that they are dispatching Keyblade wielders to various points in the city to fight off Heartless and protect people from the darkness.
So
These
we are probably
these ships, I think, are almost like drop ships that they're deploying Keyblade wielders to various parts of the city. Sora being the newest arrival.
I think we're probably seeing something. We're probably seeing an evolution of the concept of what we saw in Missing Link betas of the societies. This is a remnant, but we'll probably get into that a bit more as we continue on because we still haven't talked about the best part of this particular scene. Sora gets his ass fucking yeeted.
Oh, yeah, Sora fucking dies.mp4.
I'm just seeing this screenshot. He's got earpieces in both ears. He's got AirPods in.
That's why he got hit so hard he couldn't hear.
Oh God, he's got his AirPods in.
Here we have Sora fucking dies.mp4 where he gets yeeted through a window.
He really gets like bitch slapped. Like he gets
Look, all I'm saying is every single bone in this man's body should be shattered from this impact.
So there's a couple things about this I want to point out. One, he hits a pose.
I said he's built different.
Yes, he is. But there's a couple things. Is that he hits a pose that is eerily similar to how Ventus fights, particularly where he always has the Keyblade behind him before he swings. Then he gets smacked, hits the window, and then recovers. Like
I told you he's built different.
yeah,
It's
like he
anime
is,
level
you know,
stuff, bro. It's anime level stuff.
Mhm.
Oh,
when we
he
get
takes you
when we start
Aventus.
talking about
Interesting.
yeah, when we start talking about power scaling at some point, I just want to point out Sora it got that dog in him. He got
Oh, yeah.
you know he is built absolutely different to be able to do all this.
So
Because that is some distance, and we could
Yeah.
smarter people than I could probably calculate how fast he was flying, how far he's flying, and how many bones that should be broken. Because
His whole
The man
left
should be
side of his
dead.
body should be busted.
Somebody call him
Yeah.
a stunt
It's-
double.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Something
no
something
kidding.
I want to note about this too, just that's a nice attention to detail is there's civilians in the building, and
yeah.
they're
Yes.
like reacting like that's just a small thing. Because but we didn't have this until KH3, a lot of NPCs.
Yeah.
We didn't see people.
And now like this is just like normal people, and they just watch him get yeeted into the building right next to
Oh
them.
my god! Well, my unironically, what might be my favorite part of this entire trailer might be at the very end when the dark side like destroys
Oh, yeah.
part of the building, and it just immediately targets the people inside of it, and Sora
Yeah.
jumps in front of it to
Yeah.
protect
That's my
them.
goat.
I'm like, that's
wants
he's
the
a
heart.
That's my
superhero.
goat.
Yeah.
It wants the
Yeah.
tasty, squishy hearts.
Yeah,
But,
this very much solidifies Sora as not only your shonen warrior and whatnot being able to take this, but feels very comic booky in a good way of just
Yeah.
he is taking the punches and he's got to keep going. He doesn't have time to like get up and like oh hold up, time out, Captain. I got 7 broken ribs and my femurs in my throat. Give me a minute.
Like I said, he's a superhero. He's
Yeah.
like fucking Spider-Man up in here.
But before we end this particular scene, we do see our first look since the screenshots in a while is our lovely Strelitzia talking with potentially another figure in a black
Oh, yeah.
coat,
I was about to
potentially
post-
somebody
Strelitzia-
who is
She looks
her
a lot better
absolutely-
in this
Her
trailer, to
absolutely
be honest.
beautiful face, like, oh my god, they have made her look so good.
She's just a baby.
Yeah.
yes, baby. That's
I
just
just
a
mean, like,
baby.
Compare her to the first trailer, and then the screenshots we got a year ago, and now this. I mean,
Yeah.
how much better she looks now.
Yeah.
They haven't been sitting here doing nothing on this game. They have been working very hard on it. And like I said, when they were ready to show us information, they showed us information. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
Although-
that's yeah. But
I wanna
you
go-
know that yeah.
I want to go back on the dark side fight real quick before we
Oh, boy.
continue.
Yes, he's
just-
hot.
we all know. I agree
Jesus.
with you, but
Calm down, Clark.
Oh my god.
I mean, I think he's badass as hell. But no, I wanted to talk about like the scripting of the fight. If we take the first trailer into account, which I know was concept gameplay, not like it was running in real time, but we know it was not like actual live gameplay. It was concept gameplay. But
Yeah.
we can see from this trailer that Sora still is jumping on the cars that it has picked up.
Yeah.
I can assume how this fight goes is we start on the ground like we did in that first trailer, running up towards it. We get up to it by jumping across the cars to get up to his face. Sora then probably, does an attack on him and then gets yeeted across the fucking
Yeah.
city into this building.
Mhm.
Yes.
Which then we see the second phase of the fight is the dark side is attacking the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The vibe that I've gotten from this, in particularly, was the Leviathan fight in Final Fantasy 15, where you're just kind of
Oh,
running
yeah.
through things. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you're interacting with the fight and everything, but you're also still in this kind of cinematic mode.
The
where-
vibe I
yeah.
was getting was the Titan fight in Final Fantasy 16.
Well, no one's played
Yeah.
that game.
That's not a bad one,
Okay.
but I think Leviathan works better in this case because it was literally in the middle of a city.
Yeah, but well, the point being, I think they're going to be very, at least this fight in particular, looks like it's going to be like very mobile, and like you're going to have like different sections that stop and you can and fight, but then it'll probably move to different areas.
Or another comparison I could make to a game I already made a comparison to actually, and Clark, you probably the Sandman fight at the beginning of Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah.
This feels very similar to that.
Yeah. We're looking at a lot of like, you're fighting a big monster, and you are it is like a half cinematic, almost kind of like the Rock Titan in a little way.
It's a very scripted fight, but it's got live segments in it.
Yeah, and it's very fun. Who do we think? Now that we're done lusting for a bit, because we will come back around to him. Who do we think Strelitzky is talking to?
It looks like a black coat.
Yeah,
the angle.
Now, it looks like a black coat. However, there's a lot of people that wear black in this trailer. This could be
very true.
Anybody.
I did hear someone say like, oh, maybe it's Yozora ? But I don't think so, because that looks like a long black sleeve.
Yeah.
And
so that's why I'm counting out like volley.
Sleeves.
Yeah, I'm counting out like volley, because I agree that looks like a sleeve. We don't know Luxord's full fits. We don't know honestly anybody's fits beyond some of them. So it's more than likely is a black coat. It could be very well Mysterious Girl who is spying on young Xehanort. It could very well be Master Masters, Luke Su. We have not seen any of the foretellers proper, so we don't know if they're retaining their kind of regal look with the mask. I kind of hope that they don't, but that's a different opinion. But yeah, it could be anybody.
So, speaking of beautiful men, not the dark side this time. We have Sigurd ?
No,
that seems to be like a lot of people,
bro.
A lot of people have been theorizing that Sigurd. I know Gamers Joint mentioned something, or Aura,
please continue yourself.
I'm going to. He has a punchable face.
If y'all can do it for the dark side, let me do it for this man.
Fair.
He has got such a punchable face.
You're right.
I will punch him in the face with my mouth.
So
valid.
I am not sorry.
But yes, Jared believes he is Sigurd. There's the outfit, while different, does follow a lot of similarities with the purple and sort of the layout and everything. It is a different outfit than Sigurd's normal outfits, and we haven't seen his face proper. But
I'm wondering if this is just like a quadratum, like modern version of his outfit.
Yeah.
I was wondering that too.
He is dripped out though. Look at that fit.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to Luxord yet, who I want his fit. I need
before we get to Luxord, I just to mention like kind of my thought process of why I think this is Sigurd, because obviously it's not confirmed. It could be whoever. We could be very wrong. Who knows? But it's again, it is a very similar outfit. I think the color scheme is identical, and I don't think that's an accident, because color schemes are typically very important per character, especially if they're a major character. And he just gives that vibe, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know his lapel pins are the two halves of the missing link Scala symbol.
Oh, they are.
That's true.
And we should note that during Missing Link, we were told that a lot of the theming was bloodlines. So this could just be a descendant. Also, but yeah.
Also to mention, back to the original Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer 4 years ago. Jesus Christ. Nomura put out, there was like a message or something at the anniversary event, and it had like an ARG puzzle in it. And the solution to that puzzle revealed that Sigurd was the one that was narrating the original trailer. So we know he's involved in this game somehow.
We also know that the other black coat in the first trailer, which was a male figure, not a female figure, so we can assume it's separate from the woman that we saw at the beginning of this trailer,
right?
Was the Master of Masters' new apprentice, Nomura said?
I feel like...
Did he say no new apprentice?
I didn't remember that.
I don't recall this.
Looking at a new set of foretellers in this universe.
No.
I
It
don't
could be, you
know,
never
but
know.
I can just
Knock it.
say, looking at this guy's face, I feel like we're looking at our new bad guy.
Yeah, he's got such a
Looking at
punchable
this-
face.
He could
Yeah.
definitely be a bad guy. But
He
yeah,
is
there
beautiful.
is him. Yeah.
I want to.
He is
I
wonderfully
want.
beautiful.
I want
he is
to
very pretty.
Oh, no,
introduce.
he's hot.
I want to introduce my Keyblade to his face.
Did anybody happen to see the GIF I put in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Oh,
He
I
is
see it.
definitely
Oh my
very pretty.
Okay,
There's no-
and then the next character, which is probably the craziest reveal in this
Yeah.
trailer.
Oh yeah, we got to put
Hello,
that.
Kingdom Hearts Dark Road side character that died and didn't have like any voice lines, but is now in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer.
we think,
Ollie!
we
Probably,
think,
yeah. This is another one. It could be
another-
anyone else, but it looks like Volley. He's just got a more modern outfit.
Yeah, if you
Hello,
compare.
Noctis?
Also, yeah, I
Noctis
mean, again, speaking of
2.0.
beautiful. Also, yeah, again, speaking of beautiful men, dear Lord Nomura
Yeah.
is just on a hot streak.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
If you compare the little PNG of Volley, this is matching his hair, the hair color, wearing a mask, and the eyes are basically the same.
And the
so-
Keyblade is seemingly ninja themed, and his original
Yeah,
outfit
so I was just
ninja
about to say,
style.
hello, we are the Keyblade Forge. Let's talk about the Keyblade in the room. He has a
Yeah,
new
yeah,
Keyblade.
yeah, So it's got a katana, handle, and blade.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of,
don't know how
man.
you guys picked
If-
that
if
up.
only somebody-
yeah,
If only
shout out to
somebody drew that.
shout out to
Yeah,
Chappie.
I-
Put the art
I
on
was
screen.
about to
Go
bring that
go
up.
follow
We will
Chappie.
put Chappie's rendition of that on screen, by the way, so people can
I'll
see.
put it in here
Yeah.
for it to be.
Of
Yeah.
as much as we are able to see of its constant motion, I think Chappie did a pretty good job at capturing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tried my
Um,
darndest.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it appears to have at least similar color scheme, perhaps to the Missing Link Keyblade. It's got a moon theme. It is.
To me, it
He
looks
did the
almost
Dark
like
Road
a,
Keyblade.
yeah, I was gonna say, to me, it just kind of looks like a more customized version of the Dark Road Keyblade, but for
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
specifically.
Which,
Like it maybe
uh,
evolved or something.
I
Yeah.
think it's just
Maybe.
less likely that it's evolved and more likely that just for Dark Road, because it was in a mobile chibi format, they probably just created a generic Keyblade for everybody, and now that this is a full 3D game, they actually made him a proper Keyblade.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Should note he's also wielding it reverse grip, which
That
we've
is true.
only
He's
seen.
holding a reverse.
and
Yeah.
it gives me ninja vibes again, just the way he's doing that.
Yeah,
That's also
I mean, yeah,
that's also a
it's-
thing you see ninjas in media doing, which is backhanding a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said. It gives me ninja vibes.
But
But
yeah,
Yeah,
just to
If
like
we
further.
look-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, if we look at the design of the Keyblade itself, in detail, it's very like katana-esque.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the
Like-
blade
like
is
our elements.
Handle.
the blade is kind
uh,
of flat and katana-like. It's got a handle that looks like a katana grip. The handguard
Charm?
looks almost like
Oh.
a hockey.
Yeah, it's
Or
like
Hachi,
you
whatever it's
took
called.
it's like you took One Wing Angel
What is
and
the thing?
a Master's
Suba,
Defender,
a Suba.
and then
Right.
you made them fuck, and then
Oh.
you got this.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
explicit. Oh my god.
You should also note too that in one of the images where he's pulling back is that the tip of it has a glow to it that we've seen kind of indicates that he probably just cast magic.
Yeah,
Either
that's
that
what I
or
was
there
thinking.
is
Yeah.
there is a gradient to the blade.
We can also see that he seems to be standing in front of the same archway that the big dark
Yep.
side was in front of a minute ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a theory that Volley's going to be after Strelitzia. Volley's going to be the next character that we see because Sora's
Yeah.
eating shit,
I
and Volley's going to come in to give assistance.
Yeah, I do want to note that I have seen other people like theorizing that it kind of looks like Noctis. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. Some people
Yeah.
have said, oh, maybe this is Yozora's true form, which is possible because we do know that Yozora doesn't look like the way we've seen him.
We've seen
How-
Yozora looks. We've already
Yozora-
seen how he looks in this world, so that is not true.
I was gonna say the way he looks
I'm
in
saying
Quadrado.
the way
also-
the what I'm talking about is how he mentions this isn't what I really look like, and that's what people are thinking, which I disagree with, but I wanted to point it out.
I'm
'Cause
definitely in agreement with the majority theory that this is probably Volley.
Yeah, especially just
I-
his outfit just feels like a more modernized version. He even like the neck piece goes up a little further, like it does in Dark Road. He's wearing a face mask. The hair is basically identical. The eyes are basically identical.
Once again, can we just talk about fits that I want to wear?
Yeah.
Why is
Finally,
everybody in this
Kingdom
game
Hearts.
so dripped out?
Mhm.
Kingdom Hearts
It
finally
does look
gives
good.
us wearable clothes that we can cosplay,
Oh, yeah.
and no one will ever know that it's cosplay.
I love the fit so much. I want it.
It looks good. It does look
And
And
good.
then,
also
oh
he
my
wears-
god,
Ripped out.
the bombshell before the other bombshell.
Yeah.
The first of many
Hello,
bombshells.
Sailor.
I mean, we knew, but like,
But also, holy shit.
he looks so good.
He looks
Hello,
goodness gracious.
Sailor.
Oh my goodness.
He looks
Clark.
like he aged, but I don't think that's a bad thing, especially
he is-
considering how he looked like he looked like a guy that would frequent clubs at like 3 a.m. in the morning in the Kingdom Hearts world.
That feels in
Yeah,
line with Luxord's character.
Yeah. Something I want to note about his outfit. It
I
feels
just noticed the new fit.
yeah, it feels very much like Final Fantasy 15's, like were they called the Royal Raiments? Was that the right outfit name? Like the formal outfits that
Yeah,
each character
yeah.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels very much like
Yeah.
that.
Well,
And
I'm pretty
specifically,
sure.
he gives off core.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Corleone.
he
Yeah.
was the driver,
Yeah.
and Cora was supposed to be the driver in Versus. So
Yeah.
I just
Man.
Also, the little like bird on his little pins.
yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
a phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay, yeah.
But yeah,
Phoenix.
it's
That-
very
The
similar.
Phoenix
to
is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean,
Arizona's kind of overrated.
at least in this case, he's not a pretty boy. He's just extremely handsome. But
I
He can
so
still be a
badly want to
pretty boy.
see. I so badly want to see Sora's reaction to seeing Luxord here. Like,
Yes.
speaking of Luxord,
Oh.
what do we think his real name is? Sound off in the comments. What do you think?
I've
Dulor,
actually explored this
Ludor,
before,
Wobble Blue Doo.
and I don't remember where I put my list at.
His
It'd be
name is
crazy.
John.
Somebody
It'd be
posted
crazy
like
if his
a
name was,
anagram
like, Steve.
maker list.
I've heard Ludor. I've heard Ruled. I've heard Dr. Lou. Which- I like Dr. Lou.
I've went with the first two before.
Yeah,
I've
I
heard-
feel like this man does not have a legal standing medical degree. I feel
Lord.
like, no, I would not let him operate on me. And
My
that's-
my friend
all
Nick
of these.
made a post saying it could be Lodur, like Lodur, which is a name from Norse mythology.
I was about to mention that, yeah, there was a name
Isn't
from Norse
that-
mythology, which I think
Yeah,
is
Norse.
possible considering Missing Link. May she rest in peace.
And Dark Road.
True,
we
yeah,
saw
that's
Bob.
it.
Lord's not dead. but
Also,
yeah.
all these
Mhm.
names are wrong. His name is Steve.
No, because that's not Jack Black.
No,
You don't know what he sounds like in this
Nice.
world. He can be voiced by Jack Black.
no,
Can you
stop
imagine?
it.
The
Jack,
Whiplash.
Jack, help a man out. Join the
I-
Kingdom Hearts
I-
crew.
I will say he does unlike Final Fantasy 15 where there seems to be some cohesion between the outfits, there's nothing really other than just the heavy use of black that is really connecting him to Yozora at the moment. The buttons don't overlap or anything like that. So it's very interesting that there's nothing very telling about this outfit
To
other
be fair,
than
we have not seen the lower half of the outfit yet.
because they don't
true.
they
Yeah.
don't want to clean up after everybody with they see the lower half of his
Disney.
outfit.
Drop
But,
the drip.
But it should all we really know from this screenshot is that Luxord knows how to dress. The black coat was holding him back
He's just wearing jorts.
Yeah, just jorts underneath. Yeah, it's a crop top and
That's
jorts.
crazy.
No, yeah, jorts and
meme.
Crocs in the lower half.
What a crazy thing to say, jorts.
It's
Oh
the
my
meme.
god.
Chappie, are you
It's the
wearing
meme
jorts
where you
right
like
now?
match the dress
No,
or match the
You had to
outfit,
do
and
it
it's
to
like
him.
$5 suit, $1,000 underwear.
Yeah.
But after
goodness.
Luke's sword, we have another black coat. This one seems to be a male figure.
You know
walking-
what's around it though? See what's
The
around
black
it?
feathers.
The black feathers.
Black feathers.
So
I swear to God.
this is an interesting one because
Sephiroth?
so that's a thought, yes, that people have. I don't think so because I don't feel like they'd be teasing him like this early into like trailers. I feel like that would be like a near release type of tease. But however, Missing Link, again, may it rest in peace, did have betas that were they were closed betas to certain people, but they were allowed to post the cutscenes of the 4 or 5 chapters that were in the game.
Yeah,
And
silver-haired guys. That
The
we're pretty
feathers
sure are named
were a thing. They were a plot point that they would like possess people, and they seem to be linked to the 2 silver-haired people that we see the back of the heads of in the cutscenes, which the closed beta test files are out there after the game got canceled and people know about them. And they did kind of dig into that a little bit and found out that they have raven masks and that their names were Hugin and Moonin after Odin's ravens.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
This is all
fun.
information
That's
from the
fun.
beta, from CBT3.
Oh,
But
God.
yeah.
Why did Garnet drop that right now while we're in the? Oh, did you see what he put in gaming?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I gotta. I've been,
yeah,
you know,
keep on, come on.
I can't even talk
Jingle,
about
jingle,
that.
jingle, 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 jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Markiplier.
Okay, so
I said
while
your favorite
I've
word. The back rooms. The back rooms. Jingle, 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 jangle.
So while I've got the spotlight, I want to ask: are they keeping the story of Missing Link but scrapping the game?
So
Well, yeah, the
That's
story
what I
was
wondered.
important no matter what.
So
You
yeah,
know,
I don't think the story is not like a ceasing to exist, quote unquote. It's more so how are they going to adapt what they were going to tell in the game.
yeah.
God, it really is
Because
Missing
we
Link
needed
now.
originally we needed the information of Missing Link to have any context for Kingdom Hearts 4. That Missing Link was important to and still is important to Kingdom Hearts 4. What we don't know now is how they're now going to pivot. Are we going to get like a small small sections that kind of wrap everything in? We don't know how it's going to be recontextualized to give us the information we need. All we know now is that instead of focusing on both Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4, the full focus is currently on Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
So, whatever
Which makes me-
assets that they had is going to be reported into everything.
Which makes me think
where
they're just
we're
going to put all that Missing Link stuff that is necessary into KH4 itself.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them to eventually like remake Missing Link as a full game with the whole story is what they were wanting to tell. But I think anything that was like going to be like necessary to know will probably be covered in KH4, which maybe they were going to do in the first place. Who knows? But I think it's not going to be the biggest deal that we don't have Missing Link as of right now. I think they're going to work in whatever they needed in.
I think they're either going to just build these plot points directly into the story of 4, or they might include like a back cover type movie with KH4 that goes over Missing Link's like most important plot points.
Missing Link is the game itself is scrapped. The story is still important. We will see more of it in 4.
Yeah, to reiterate, Black Feathers could technically maybe be Sephiroth, but kind of doubtful because it lines up perfectly with that plot point for Missing Link.
Definitely.
I do think Sephiroth.
Yeah.
I do think Sephiroth should show up in.
I hope so. That'd be
though.
awesome, but we'll see.
Because they disappeared in KH2. We don't know where they went.
Well, they went to Smash, but
with the Smash.
Now, the next thing we get, we finally get to see some more Disney representation, being
Our
the same
dad
Disney
and dad.
representation that we saw.
Yeah. all three of them, actually.
We see Donald and Goofy, surrounded by blue flame,
Oh,
and
Sorry,
and
I
should
thought we were
note
still...
too that a bit before this trailer dropped, James Wood did tweet out that he was recording for Hades again, which could mean anything.
Yeah,
and then
when somebody
this happened,
to continue off of that, someone mentioned like, "Oh, Kingdom Hearts" in his replies, and he quote tweeted that saying, "Wish I could say something, but I can't."
And then right after this trailer dropped, he said, "I may have inside information about this."
Yeah,
and he said that this might be the best in the series. So, I think he was for sure recording for Kingdom Hearts Hades, and B, that means at least some English voice acting has been done for the game.
Yeah.
Also,
and it makes sense
I
that
always
they would
figured
hit
that
some
was the
things.
case.
I would also
figured
like
that
to
was the
point
case.
out that just in case there was any doubt that this is the underworld, a Japanese version of the trailer had a description that explicitly says Donald and Goofy are in the underworld.
Yep.
So
yeah, I don't know if anybody knew that point out, but yeah. But yeah, so at the very least, we know that several, or not several, we know of at least one part of the game has been dubbed, with at least being a Hades being dubbed. Because, and if anybody's like, well, why haven't they dubbed anything else? That's not how dubbing works. They do not dub it in order. They send the lines.
Schedules and schedules and schedules.
Yeah. No one's in the same booth. Yeah, you know. If I recall correctly, I believe Haley Joel Osment, I think it was Kingdom Hearts 2, recorded a bit like not from his own home, or not from, like, they don't ever record their shit, you know, all at the same time. It's not, you know, it's just like how a movie's not shot in sequential order. They just shoot what they have available at the time.
We also know that
we don't have
We also know that Remind was recorded remotely because of COVID. So like we're going, you know, James Wood may be the only person who's currently recorded lines. He may have been one of the middle people. They're probably, you know, and you know, he probably doesn't have a lot of lines because, you know, they may not. Who knows how long
this section is with Donald and Goofy, but
Dolan, didn't Quinn Flynn respond to, or didn't he interact with one of your tweets about Kingdom Hearts 4?
He follows me on Twitter, and he liked one of my tweets that I don't remember exactly which one it was, but I can try and find the screenshot that I took.
What's funny is I got to meet Quentin Flynn about a month ago, and I asked him about Kingdom Hearts 4, kind of jokingly. I was like, I already know you can't say anything, but like, you know, are you in KH4? But he was just like, you know, even if I could say anything, you know,
he'd have to kill you if he told you.
And should note that these actors are under contract and everything.
Yeah.
Do not message them asking if there's. They're going to ignore you. They're going to block you. It's not going to give you any information. It's going to be
or
more
they're going to straight up
than
lie to you because they could be doing it, but just because of NDA they can't say anything, so they could just straight up lie to you.
So
again, I wasn't being serious. I was just joking.
Of course.
So don't be like Blay. Don't annoy the shit out. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. The tweet that I got the notification of him liking was my retweet of the Switch 2 ports. But
okay. Never mind then.
But
still, I still think it'll show up.
It's possible.
Do not go messaging trying to get information out of them. They will not tell you anything because they value their jobs. And Disney voice actors are they value their jobs a lot. So just leave them be.
Disney pays well.
I mean, but
and they'll chop anybody that crosses them.
I will say I did about a month ago get the opportunity to meet Quentin Flynn and David Gallagher, Graven, Riku's voice actor.
I do want to say that Ray Chase will be at a convention that I intend on going to in October. And I'm not going to ask him about anything. I thought it'd be cool to maybe just to say that if you all happen to be at that convention, I don't know, hit me up. Hit me up.
But
We'll talk.
I can say at least this because they told me this much. They are just as excited for Kingdom Hearts 4 as we are.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Hell
a good
yeah.
sign. That's a really
Yeah.
good sign.
Yeah, they have a paycheck coming. Yeah, they're excited. I
No,
mean,
but
they get paid for this stuff. I mean, yeah, they're excited, man. I mean,
what's really cool about it is that David Gallagher, aka he goes by Graven on Twitch and social medias and stuff, he's been streaming the Kingdom Hearts series for the first time. He's never played them before. He just is. I think he just completely finished Kingdom Hearts 2 by beating the Lingering Will. But that's like an extra layer to him being excited, which is just really cool, you know.
I will also say, just because I did get a chance to, talk to both of them, even if briefly, both really cool guys. They are really cool. So,
but back to the next jaw-dropping moment of the trailer.
Well, wait. I wanted to go back a bit to the black coat with the feathers, because somebody had pointed out that they were in a forest setting. And somebody said, "Is this Endor from the first trailer?" I don't think so.
I think this is still.
No.
I still think this quadratum. This is just a forested area.
Actually, I can kind of see it. I could see it being either, but like that door on the left looks like the base entrance that they go into on Endor. Look, I could see it.
Not to me. To me, that looks more like just modern Japanese architecture, like a building in a park.
Star Wars fans can tell you an AT-ST from an AT-AT by the smell of the paint 6 miles away. They'll let us know if this is on Endor. So I'm not worried about that.
Star Wars fans
the trees don't look those people.
Those trees are way too small.
I was gonna say, as one of those people, I can tell you this does not look like Endor. I wanted to cover that because that was something I had heard people talking about.
Okay. But yeah, the next jaw-dropping moment.
So after Donald and Goofy in the underworld, we have the big one, which I guess we've technically already seen twice, thanks to Nora's artwork.
So this is a thing. This is a reveal. I mean, this is one of those things that people have been thinking about and theorizing for forever, especially since Nomura made that first art.
Yeah.
But
Young Xehanort returns.
Yeah,
and his umbrella is not doing jack shit. I'm just gonna say.
Umbrella sucks.
That
umbrella sucks so much. So
that umbrella is busted to hell.
Yeah. So there's been two theories about this that I've been seeing. Is that one, we are seeing a version of Xehanort that potentially has no memory recollection of what had happened, or two, this is in fact Xehanort's. He died like all the other ones, showed up over here. So he is trying to now have a Zuko arc potentially,
or this could be the 14th vessel that he mentioned wanting to prepare
the 14th life,
in Dark Road.
To
see the world that came after.
I think that this is the same Xehanort, and I have a theory about, because I want to make like a full video of this on my own channel, but my theory TLDR is I think that Xehanort knew about Quadratum for a very long time. Specifically, I think the Master of Masters told him about Quadratum.
Well, we know from Melody of Memory that he knew of the existence of Quadratum.
Right, and I think part of what is really making me think that this is like, all of this is intentional. He intended Sora or he like figured Sora would end up here and wanted to meet him here. Is in Kingdom Hearts 3, in the Toy Box world, we see Zora and Verum Rex as a video game in universe. However, we were told in that world that they split that world in two, and the one we're in is their like alternate version that they made for their own experiments. I think Xehanort intentionally planted Zora there as a way to mess with Sora, or like foreshadow to Sora, or get some Sora familiar with Zora or something. I think that was intentional. I think Xehanort planted it there.
Possibly. Yeah, I'm just now noticing something about his outfit.
It's not the same. It's not a black coat.
Well, no, it's not that it's not a
It
black
kinda
coat.
is.
It's that it actually looks like Master Xehanort's outfit, but like more simplified. Like he's got the unbuttoned
But
white
like
shirt
old, yeah.
and the
Oh,
belt around
Interesting.
the belt around the
it's
waist.
yeah, it's his fit from it's his Ansem fit. His Secret of Darkness fit.
Oh, interesting.
It's-
Kinda
That
looks
one
like
has
it.
is more gray, but this is more black than that. I feel, but
yeah,
I see what you're
he's
saying.
doing that in Birth by Sleep.
His hair's shorter.
Yeah, it is a little bit shorter. Mhm.
That's also
Oh my
symbolism. That is Japanese symbolism for starting anew. Riku does the same thing in Dream Drop Distance.
I was just thinking
That is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, and then he got an actually good haircut after the dark side got taken care of.
The,
That was the Demon Tower.
The Heartless Tower chomped, ate all his hair.
I just gotta say, Sora has to feel like he
probably
is
the
tripping
funniest
balls
thing.
in this
I
scene.
don't-
Like,
I don't know,
imagine seeing your arch enemy die in front of you, and then waking up in another world and he's right there trying to help you. You're like, bro, what?
No,
are
Yeah,
you
but
like,
that's
doing?
normal for Sora.
To
So
talk
I
about
have
the
heard,
Somehow Xehanort returned.
I have heard an awesome theory relating to Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Take a drink
Hmm.
every time we say theory. I want to know how long
Every
you
time we
live.
say theory, take a shot. You'll be drunk in 3
What
minutes.
if, because we know at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, Master Xehanort gave the Keyblade to Sora.
Mhm.
He handed it over. That
Yes.
could have been Sora's official bequeathment. What if
Yep.
Xehanort in Quadratum becomes Sora's official Keyblade Master and actually bestows the Mark of Mastery onto him?
I could see it. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I also wanted to talk about the emotional layers that are probably going to happen in this scene. Because
Yes.
how many times have we seen Sora on his knees like that?
The end of Kingdom Hearts.
Once.
The
Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts
very
2.
funny.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom
KH3,
Hearts 2.
KH2.
I
I
think
don't know,
3D also
but-
did it. I think 3D also
It
did
might
it.
have been, but point being, like he's a very like up brain fart.
Upbeat guy.
He's a very
His
upbeat
knees
guy,
got to
yeah.
be hurting.
He's positive. He's a very positive guy. He doesn't get like sad and depressed often. What the fuck happened to where he's looking like so fucking depressed and down in the dumps to where he's
Speaking of-
just kneeling down in the rain?
Speaking of, can I just say, based on all of the things we have talked about thus far, how good the cutscene direction in this game seems to be compared to the games that came before?
Mhm.
Like, just the
Yeah.
cinematography, the way this game is shot, it
Yeah.
looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
The dynamic posing and camera work and the framing, it's so much better than even Kingdom Hearts 3, which
Yeah.
is the most recent game. And this looks leagues
Well,
better than that.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I feel like they could have gave Xehanort a stronger umbrella because that one sucks, man. I mean,
No,
God,
but-
you got that from the dollar store.
The rain's probably
Yeah.
really bad, and the umbrella just is not built
Oh.
strong enough for
You
it.
know,
It's
speaking of
all I'm
umbrellas-
saying, all I'm
speaking of
saying is
umbrellas-
that all I'm saying is that that Roxas's umbrella could beat a bitch and be fine.
You know,
That's-
speaking of
yeah,
umbrellas,
that's true.
I want to just point out in one of these earlier shots in the trailer, when they're fighting the big dark side, there is a billboard. I'm trying to find it. Oh jeez.
So unprofessional. He doesn't have it up right away.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he was trying to interrupt me the whole time and didn't even have it pulled up.
You know what? It might be later. It might be later on in the trailer, but there is something that basically is along the lines of like, oh,
It's the
spice up
umbrella
your.
store.
No,
Yeah.
it's like spice up your life with your favorite, like spice up your
Okay,
outfit
but-
with your favorite umbrella.
Okay, but the umbrella is really fitting to reality because if the wind's blowing just hard enough, man, you're
Yeah.
in for a fight.
Mhm.
Oh
What?
yeah,
I was honestly, I've been kind of skeptical about Xehanort returning, just because I felt like his story really ended very nicely in KH3.
Yeah.
I wasn't like opposed to the idea, but I was kind of like, I don't feel like he needs to. But I am intrigued, to say the least. Now,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's back, so now we gotta know why.
Mhm.
I've been seeing people talking about they think that there's going to be a new trio and it's going to be Sora, Strelitzi, and Young Xehanort. Do you guys
I've
think
seen
that's going to
that. Yeah.
happen?
That would
I
be
don't.
fun. That would
Yeah.
be fun. I don't think it will, but that would be
Yeah,
fun.
it'd be cool, but
and
I don't know.
and then after the Young Xehanort shot, we get quite possibly maybe the best part of this trailer: actual gameplay.
No. The
Yes,
gameplay
sir.
doesn't matter. The gameplay doesn't matter. We got a new
So
keyblade.
okay, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
let's
say. Let's
talk
like
about the
before
new
we get into
Keyblade.
the gameplay itself,
And
let's talk about the Keyblade for a little bit because
we're
there
about to
are.
lose them talking about Keyblades.
This is the
Brace
Keyblade,
Keyblade
yourself.
Wars. We got to talk about
Keyblade.
Keyblades, but
Oh, we're gonna talk
there's
about that Keyblade.
there's several theories walking around for this Keyblade. So I think that there's three that mainly pop out. There is the one that it could just be an original Keyblade. That is certainly possible. We don't know exactly. It could be like the equivalent of Shooting Star. And then there are two leading theories for what Disney movie it could be based off of. The one that I think Chappie thought of initially was Elemental, because fire and water.
Yeah,
And then the other
Ooh.
one is potentially Moana, because
And that's the one I subscribe to.
yeah, it's very lava based with the attacks and water, and it so it could be either way, I think, but there's some good evidence for both. I think I honestly don't know which one I'm leaning toward more at this point, but I definitely see it being kind of symbolism of either Wade and Ember for Elemental, or the final quote unquote battle of Moana with Tekka and Moana kind of doing their thing.
I
will say-
personally am leaning towards it being just being an elemental keyblade, not elemental to show, but a keyblade that is in fact
An original Keyblade.
an original
Yeah.
Keyblade, because it does feel a little odd to me that they would show a Keyblade and the Keyblade's abilities without the associated worlds just right now. Granted, it is showing how a different Keyblade would operate and everything,
Yeah.
but I feel like for that showcase, just like Shooting Star and Starlight and all that, we saw that Keyblade in action, and it was the second Keyblade you get, so
Yeah.
that's where I'm leaning towards, is that historically that's how that
but
works.
That's fair, but also like I think it could also be still a Disney-based Keyblade because it gets people talking and theorizing, and I think that's a big thing.
I'm gonna say I'm on Team Moana here. I think
Yeah.
this is Moana Keyblade. The handle represents the ocean. The blade represents the lava of Tekka, and the center looks like a green gem that could very well be the heart of Te Fiti. It's impossible to see it in
Ooh.
detail.
Yeah,
But-
there is
Does anybody
constant
have
motion in this
blurry
trailer.
pictures?
Yeah,
I can pull up the picture that I got for the breakdown video I made, which is the best one that I was able to get.
I will also say that the hit stars for this Keyblade look like flowers. There
I
are
want
blue.
Well, they all kind of have a star vibe. That's
There
kind of
are
how the
blue
stars look.
crystally looking 4-pointed flowers, and there are red, fiery, almost tropical looking flowers.
I've got
I
the
wanna
hit
eat them.
stars.
Now, it
right here.
should note that they are still designed in a very the normal. It's a star motif. It is still also very much a star. That is a
Yes.
5-pointed star, and that is a
it-
4-pointed star.
Oh,
So
one
hold
of
on.
the
I just
things-
noticed something, y'all. Hold on. I just noticed something. The the blue star looks pretty dang similar to the star that's inside what's his name? Vidi's Keyblade. Vali's Keyblade. They look
It does
they
look
look
kind of
pretty
similar
similar.
to that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will say, me personally, I am on Team Moana for this Keyblade.
Yeah.
And the other reason why I think that is the first trailer, we got a pretty clear tease at Star Wars being one of the worlds in this game. This trailer, I think this Keyblade is another tease at one of the worlds, and I think that is the Moana world. The reason why I don't think this is Elemental is because it's specifically lava and water.
Yes, yeah.
Elemental came out a couple years ago.
Yeah,
so
and also
it didn't really matter much.
It was 2023, also, I think. But so there's potential, but we don't know.
I also think an Elemental themed Keyblade would probably want to cover all 4 elements, not just 2 of them.
That's fair. I could see it being either way. I think if anything, it would probably be like very like light on the earth and air, which you could maybe see like, oh, maybe the center kind of represents air, but we can't really tell what that is. And another point could potentially support Elemental is the whole idea of the Vivisteria flowers in that movie. The stars kind of look like that. The tip of the like the teeth area of the Keyblade can kind of resemble that a little bit, but I can agree that I think in terms of like the lava theming, that definitely leans more towards Moana.
The thing that gets me is that and I think I've explained this, is that middle part. Like that's the thing that's like
the green gem.
It's like it looks like it's encased, and I've said this, it looks like it's encased in like some sort of like glass container or something with like metal around it. And that doesn't, I mean, I haven't seen Elemental, so I don't know about like what's in Elemental, like the elements of it and stuff. But that doesn't seem like something in Moana to me. That's the only thing that's keeping me, because everything else is like, yeah, that could be Moana. But it's like that central point. I even saw somebody on Twitter say that looked like something from Atlantis in the middle. And I was like, you know what? I kind of see that.
It could, but I don't really think Atlantis.
And then the water, and then like one of the bluish green crystals.
Did Atlantis really have a whole like lava thing though?
Yeah, there was a whole thing about lava. Yeah, lava's like a whole key point to that movie.
Okay. Because I actually think Atlantis will be a world in this game. I wanted to go over. I have a prediction for. I think we're gonna get 5 Disney worlds to correlate with the 5 foretellers that are gonna be the main villains of this game. Not counting Ava, but counting Zigbar.
You mean Lushu?
Well, Sora's gonna keep calling him Zigbar. I mean, he's not gonna just
by the name that he wants to be referred to by.
I mean, he literally tells them, you know, these days they call me Zigbar, but call me whatever suits you. So I don't really think he cares.
Yeah.
That's true.
Care. He's literally lived for eons at this point.
But I'm just gonna keep calling him Zigbar. But I have a prediction for what I think. I think there's gonna be 5 main Disney worlds because 5 main foretellers. And also, I remember Nomura saying in an early interview that there were going to be fewer Disney worlds this time around, but they were going to be a lot bigger and more expansive. And I think a nice spread of both like genres and studios would be and also just eras of Disney would be a really good way to handle having 5 worlds, such a small number compared to the previous games. I think Star Wars is going to cover both our live action world and our, acquired property. That's Lucasfilm in this instance. I think Atlantis is a very strong candidate for our classic 2D animated Disney film, not just because it's, a 2D animated movie, but also we know Nomura listens to what people want, and Atlantis has been requested for a long time.
Now,
and I just think if it doesn't happen now, it never will. This just feels like the time to do it.
Fair enough.
But we have gotten off topic because we have no worlds to go off of other than just this really cool Keyblade that has the 2 modes that we've seen of doing lava and water as it goes through.
One more note I want to make about the Keyblade, specifically that center point that I just thought of, just to kind of help visualize it. It doesn't even point to either of the Theory Disney movies. It looks almost like the little like gyroscope type thing that the teleport crystal was in the opening of in like the first cutscene of Kingdom Hearts 3 where Xehanort and Ericus are playing chess. I don't know why it just reminds me of that. It's just the weird spinny gyroscope thing, and just to kind of visualize.
You know what I just thought of? Because I noticed this earlier. People were talking about the one thing that they were like, we cannot connect this Keyblade to Moana because the keychain does not look like something Moana related. I got like one shot of it that I could kind of vaguely make out. And to me, it almost looked like a spaceship. But now that I think about it, it could be a submarine. It could be an ocean exploring vessel. It very well could be an Atlantis Keyblade.
Yeah. So the one like somewhat clear shot that I saw of it, it looked like a 6 or 8 pointed star and then like an upside down heart in it to me.
Upside down heart.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very like I just can't tell really what it's supposed to be, but I could see that potentially.
Oh my god, yes, Surtur was a.
We were talking about nobody's not showing up in this game. If there's upside down heart, there's only one symbol in the entire series.
Surtur was the villain in Atlantis 2, and he was the lava monster.
Surtur is also the name of the.
It's Norse.
It's Norse.
That's interesting. Yeah,
he's a fire giant. He's a fire giant set to fight Ragnarok.
Like
big monster.
I would have pictured. I would have pictured an Atlantis Keyblade to look like the ancient technology or whatever that's in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I designed an Atlantis Keyblade that.
Yeah,
I'll put it on screen just because. But this is definitely what I would have imagined an Atlantis Keyblade would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find it for you, but I will put it on screen.
There's a dope one I saw. I forget where it was on Twitter, of course. I forget who made it, but it was they incorporated the mask from the beginning, like when they first stumble upon Atlantis.
I think
but it could have been Exousius. That's a very
Exousius.
He did an Atlantis Keyblade as well, and I think it had the mask in it.
I can't remember. I'll have to look for it.
Where is my Atlantis Keyblade?
Here it is.
Here it is. This is what I would have imagined an Atlantis Keyblade would look like.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I would have thought. Yeah. But I mean, if they go with the water and lava theme, I'm for it.
Yeah. But
now that you mention it, I'm actually like more on board with this potentially being an Atlantis themed Keyblade than possibly even Moana.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I don't think we'll get Atlantis and Moana because
I think we will.
Well, you argue out Star Wars and Treasure Planet, but you're not arguing out Moana because they are very similar as far as aesthetics wise.
I think they're different enough.
I would disagree because it's an underwater
water
city
and lava,
versus
water and lava
traversing on top of water. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also Atlantis is very technological and futuristic compared to Moana.
Actually, it is the opposite of futuristic.
Okay,
it is distinctly the opposite of futuristic.
It's ancient technology, but it's very sci-fi. You know what I mean?
Future ancient. I don't know.
It's very technologically advanced.
Ooh.
That one is cool.
It's not
That's
Exousias,
a really dope one.
but it's cool.
It's not Exousias.
But one thing to note with this Keyblade that's not world based is that we see Sora is one, he rides the Keyblade to get an uppercut, and then absolutely fucking destroys the Fister.
To talk about this is us seeing the scrap and build system in action. Confirmed.
Yes. Yeah. So we can finally we can finally talk about what scrap and build actually is, which seems to be building your own combos.
Yeah, it's like super dynamic combos, which is really cool.
The best way I can describe how it looks to me is it's almost like each individual Keyblade has its own Birth by Sleep style command deck built into it. that
Oh,
you
boy.
can then
Yeah,
combo
sort of in a way.
each other into.
Yeah, and
And then-
you can mess with how you like what you do specifically. It's not like the same combo every time. You can because
Yeah.
it's A and B, and then like triangle ones pop up. So it's like okay,
And it,
Which-
unlike commands from Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, these seem to leave constructs in the overworld for a bit.
hmm
Like the chains
Yeah.
that Sora can grind on with the Kingdom Key, or these big, like, hardening lava flows that he makes with this other Keyblade.
Yeah, which
Uh,
leads me to believe that that reason why I think this is an original default Keyblade, because that's hilarious, Chappie. Because this shows, potentially we're seeing a very aggressive fire themed combo, and we don't see any water themed parts of this. So what we could be seeing is that you could flow in a very aggressive combo by just flowing the fire ones, and then you might have a very speedy combo or a very flowy one when you use the water side. Like that's why it's like this, showing that you can link the two like the two different sides of it together to be all I know is that the combo game, like I'm gonna watch a fucking critical mode thing of this game in the future, and they're going to be pulling off combos I didn't even know could combo into combos.
And what's interesting is if we go to the version that was streamed at the Nintendo Direct, we actually get to see the HUD. It looks like there are two different trees for these combos. And it looks like depending on which one you choose, you progress that particular tree. And each one seems to also have a reaction command attached to it that basically ends the combo chain right there, acts as like your finishers.
Yes.
So if we combine the fact that each Keyblade seems to have two separate trees of abilities with a separate finisher for each tree, depending on how far along in it you are, and then, assumedly, based on the HUD from the screenshots we got last year, Keyblade switching seems to be back. There is crazy combo potential in this game.
And also to think that they, because there's no reason to think that it's not, Keyblade upgrading is more than likely returning, which would mean that extending a combo extenders are now even more bonkers.
Now, I will say, I think this is our replacement for the form change system from Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think that will be returning.
I do not see Keyblade transformations. I do not see form changes, and I do not see I don't see drive forms. I think scrap and build is what we have, and I don't think it's going to be scrap and build. I think we're just down to build.
I also think the shot locks are still going to be there though, because we see a focus gauge on Sora's HUD. And we can also say the build system has a resource gauge this time, not like Kingdom Hearts 3 where it was all just tied to a situation command. There is an actual resource gauge on the command menu that depletes when you use build combos and fills up as you use regular combos on Heartless. So there's going to be a resource management aspect to this, unlike Kingdom Hearts 3, which was just hit the enemy enough, build up your situation command, pop the ability until it runs out, repeat.
I do want to point out, thanks to our friend Nobody Daxian, that's my goat. He did post a couple screenshots on Twitter a few days ago of like the single frames where you can kind of read the reaction command like finishers. And there was 3 of them. One of them is Volcanic Crush, one of them is Flanking Shift, and one of them is Gate of Light, I believe.
Actually, I don't think it said Volcanic Crush. I saw one that said Volcanon.
I say Volcanic Crush. There might be another one, but there is definitely one that looks like the Volcanic Crush.
I will say, to me, at least one of these names, Flanking Shift sounds like Reversal. That just sounds like a renamed Reversal.
It does, actually, yeah.
Like, I think that's a similar thing to, like, Withstand combo being the renamed version of once more. I think flanking shift is just reversal renamed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I think we should note before we keep moving forward through this section, we get another look at these Heartless that we saw in the screenshots last year,
Yes.
which are still freaky as fuck.
I love it so
Talk about
much.
this.
What I believe is just the unreality version of the shadows. They look so much like the ant insect that they are inspired by. You see the chitin forming like protrusions of the bodies. You see the joints and everything. They look so creepy and good.
We get it, Clark. You're very attracted to the new Heartless.
I am.
Hang on. Speaking of that, there is a store in the background called Cum Cum.
Yeah,
yes, there is, and it's got eggs on the sign, which is funny. By the way, speaking of these new Heartless, I want to talk about the big fister guys, the Gauntlet Heartless.
No,
you
call him by his name. That's Mr. Fister.
All right, fine.
Please.
Or I mean, we could go Masters of the Universe and just call him Fisto.
Call him Thanos.
So stealing all of Clark's Dr. Pepper for that absolutely horrible name he decided to give them.
Yeah. So, Fisto
These
over
guys.
here, Kit Fisto over here.
Oh my god.
That's not even. That's not better.
I said Kit Fisto. That's a Jedi.
Yeah, that is a legit Gorbo from Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a Glup Shitto from Star Wars. Thank you very much. That is a certified authentic Glup Shitto.
Before we get too off topic here, I do want to point out that there is a heart-shaped hole in this thing's body. Is that going to be the new normal for all the Heartless?
Which that leads into the thought is the only Heartless we have seen in KH4 thus far are pureblood Heartless.
Which is going to lead directly into my theory. I think this is the pureblood version of a large body.
That is
or
possible.
defender,
but
we
that's
about
the type of
before
Heartless.
we started. So
because I'm looking at their attack patterns in the trailer, they hold their fists up in front of them to create a shield, and they walk sideways, flanking, and they create a barrier with the energy coming out of the big orbs on their fists. Then they drop their guard, and their fists turn red, and they lunge forward, sort of like how large bodies slide on their bellies at you. I think we are not seeing any old Heartless designs return in this game. I think we are going to get all new enemies for this new saga. And I think this guy right here is our new large body.
Yeah.
I like
something interesting about him that I just noticed from that screenshot that you posted in the chat, Latrix. He looks almost like an action figure.
Yeah,
like it looks like he has like ball joints, and I don't know. It just looks interesting. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just me looking at it weird.
No,
that might be just armor. That just might be armor.
Well, no, I'm saying like the actual joints just look kind of like ball joints on like an action figure toy. It just looks interesting. That's probably not intentional. Just something I'm noticing that's kind of interesting. But he does look cool. He's happy dude.
To me, it looks more like he's kind of got that same like sinewy kind of flowing darkness muscle underneath armor.
No, and I agree. I'm just saying, like, it probably just me looking at it weird, but it just kind of like, especially on the legs, it's just funnily enough kind of looks like ball joints. So it's probably not, and I know it's not like. It's probably not intentional, but that's just something I noticed and wanted to point out. It's just funny.
Here's another angle. We can see a better look at his face.
I want to ask you guys something. I want to ask y'all something about the shadows or our shadow equivalent. I swear,
whatever the hell he is. Yeah.
Whatever it is, it literally to me, it looks like a skeleton with antennae on. Do you guys see that? And like
it looks almost like a I don't know how to describe like a real thin, like malnourished It looks like it still has skin on it, but it looks like it's like skin and bones kind of thing.
Yeah.
To me, it's an ant.
Yeah.
That is.
It just
that
looks like
is
a
Titan.
it kind of looks like an insect person.
Yeah.
Like
An interesting note about the big fist guy. He looks almost like it looks like a shush, Clark. His head looks like a skull. Like it's getting very undead.
That's what I thought about the shadow guys. Is if you like look at certain angles, it looks like skulls.
oh yeah.
Here's
a fun screenshot. Here's a fun
Okay, we're all
screenshot.
talking over each other.
So not only do we have the Fister guy showing off his big force field, but we had a lot of advertisements in this screenshot on the billboards.
Oh yeah.
There is a energy drink called Blue Berserk, which has a symbol that almost kind of looks like Syax's Claymore, which Berserk, blue, Claymore.
It's got like a monkey on it too.
Most interesting is in the background on the 104 building. That's Neku.
That is, that's very much
It's
the world
the
ends with you
style.
art style. That is absolutely the world ends with you. Whether that's just an Easter egg or teasing, maybe we could see the world ends with you characters here, despite this not being the same Shibuya. We know it's not the same Shibuya, but we could technically still maybe have cameo characters here.
They would be so nice to see them again.
Aura had a point that we kind of glossed over.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stop everybody from talking.
My bad.
Yeah, I was trying to say, all these Heartless are very, very skeletal and death themed, and knowing what we know about Quadratum and how like everybody who's died in the cage version showed up here, I think that's very, very fitting.
Yeah,
since this
I
is
agree.
considered like some kind of afterlife, sort of.
Yeah.
You also got to think
that.
about it. Heartless are made when the body loses its heart.
That's true. That's true.
So the fact that these guys look like that could have something to do with the whole death theming, like you were mentioning.
Shout outs to Hainer because this green billboard in the background clearly says loser.
That's actually in KH4 or in KH3, and you can see that in the secret episode. But one thing in this screenshot that you posted, if you look at the NPCs in the background, they are filming on their phones.
Yeah.
Yes. Although I wanted to point out about the NPCs and the traffic. Notice how no one's moving.
Yeah.
It's better than them not being there. We didn't even get that in KH3 because the one place where that could happen, San Francisco, if you went to the night where the Heartless show up, no one's out.
So my best guess is that the traffic flow and the NPCs walking around probably just pause while you're in combat so that there's not too much going on screen at once. And
that makes sense.
Once, combat ends, things just kind of unfreeze and resume.
Hang on. Going back to the billboards, I just noticed the orange one next to Blue Berserk says Game Station.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game
That's
Central
where we
Station,
can get gamer subs.
Finally,
Guacamole
gamer part.
Also,
I saw that the first time around because I looked at all of these billboards like super close, and the fact that it's orange, the fact that it's Game Station, I feel like there's a Wreck-It Ralph tease there.
You could also kind of see here on this custom silver accessories billboard. Does that not kind of look like the teeth of Oathkeeper, or am I just going crazy?
That looks
It kind of looks like it.
That looks like
could
a
be
Scala symbol. Actually,
maybe. Well, I should note that the teeth of Oathkeeper are literally the kanji for light, so that could be more or less a coincidence.
Yeah, possibly.
It does also look like the Scala symbol, as Aura pointed out, kind of a little bit.
It kind of looks like the Scala symbol, but to me it looks more like the teeth of Oathkeeper.
Yeah.
I kind of just had like a brain blast thing with the talk with that Aura brought up about the symbolism being death. What if So we know Return of the Jedi is probably the Star Wars film that's going to be represented. What if the worlds are themed around death as well? Like,
Well,
somebody dying and dealing with that?
Well, we did have that a decent bit from 3, so
True.
well,
But
I
also,
think
I mean,
the
yeah, I think I know exactly what you're going to talk about. Go ahead.
I just have a sneaking suspicion one of the worlds in this game might be Coco,
hmm
which I think might be connected to the underworld,
hmm
and so death themed worlds that would certainly fit the bill.
yeah.
Another billboard that you can't quite make out, but it looks like an official piece of KH artwork in the background to the left of the 104 building.
Oh, with
Like-
the moon?
Yeah. Like it almost looks like the heart moon
Maybe.
is on the left side of it. It almost looks like Mickey kind of, but
No,
on the
'cause
bottom
I'm-
section. I don't know. It looks
I'm
weird.
seeing it from a different angle, and it doesn't look like that to me. It just looks kind of like like abstract art.
All right.
This is what happens after you get nothing for 4 years. You just start picking at everything that comes new. Just like picking it to the bone. Straight vulture actions.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Say that.
Versus-
Say that out loud.
Yeah.
Say the words, Aura.
I just said it's funny how Versus 13 had a goddess of death present, and there's a lot of death theming around it. I don't remember the exact lore right now. But I would not be surprised if like they're pulling a lot of stuff from that, which is why we're seeing the similarities, but it's clearly not the same thing. So in a sense, they are like reviving bits of that old concept into this.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's
Nomura's
fun.
Revenge.
Versus 13, one way or another.
I've gotten played through more of the trailer to the point where they whip around to face the other direction, so you can get a better look at some more of the advertising billboards.
Yeah.
So we have Wonderful Amusement Group. Not sure if that's anything. A lot of these could literally just be like.
I like how that logo
Just
kind
generic,
of looks
yeah.
like the Wikipedia logo. a
It
little
does
bit.
actually.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
like
shit!
the zipper with the
Yeah,
scholar
it's
writing.
Nomura's favorite store. It's the Zipper
Yeah.
store.
So
Yeah, with the
something
scholar
I've
writing.
noticed is that there is a lot of scholar writing in Quadratum, but there is also a lot of Japanese and English. So it's weird that there's like a full-on mix of the three.
There's also straight up just a guy wearing plate armor right next to it.
Yeah, that's
It makes
So,
me
I
wonder
guess that's
if
the
Quadratum isn't like a fusion of a lot of different things.
Now, see what it is
Yeah.
that the watch that Sora's wearing is actually a universal translator that's putting subtitles on everything for him
He is
because he doesn't know how to
decorative.
speak the language.
Well, I mean, if this is based on Tokyo, that's a very large. I mean, it's literally one of the largest metropolitan areas in the world, and
Yeah.
it does have a lot of like diversity in terms of like people go there, live
Right.
there to work, and
I
so
guess-
there's.
What's interesting to me is that like it makes sense that both English and Japanese would be on the boards there, but then having the Scala language, it's like, okay, why is like if they incorporated the Scala language, I feel like they would have just went all in with the Scala language.
Oh, and
I don't know, it's just strange to me.
This has absolutely no significance, but donut shop.
Oh,
Let's
Ooh.
go. Now Sora can work at Starbucks, just like all the
Oh,
fan
yeah.
art.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
We can
That's
we
nice.
can we can see a donut store, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
Also, just to further talk on the scrap and build system, we get to see Kingdom Keys scrap and build,
Yes.
which is the chains.
Oh yeah, also a cat cafe.
We're moving on, like enough.
$5
Matt.
says that's Nomura's cat. $5 says that's Nomura's cat.
I was
All right.
literally just thinking that, Finn.
Dev
So,
teams love putting their cats in video games. I don't know
Yup.
why.
So
But they
the,
do.
They love showing off their babies.
But yes,
But yes, we do
the
get to
Kingdom
see,
Keys chains. Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
And we're pulling a bit of a Vanitas move here, where we're riding the surfing the Keyblades.
So
not there yet. We're not there. So
almost.
from what we see is that Sora is able to send out the chains and
Grind on 'em.
sends out the whole Keyblade. Grinds the chains, kind of like how you're able to ride the
Blizzard.
the blizzard ice, and then as he's going, the chains are breaking and forming those arrow things that we saw in the screenshots that then targets potentially the nearest Heartless, and then he's able to also just immediately send them out without forming a full chain. He does kind of whip them out and everything, but they do appear, and then they I think the Nintendo trailer specifically calls out the what this reaction command is called. I don't recall what it is.
The Gate of Light.
Gate of Light. Thank you.
It's giving his Smash Ultimate Final Smash a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, but
And
yeah,
then,
he pulls out the what could potentially be just a golden rendition of the graveyard keys, which just means that Dawn has a
look
lot
like
to
that.
mod again.
Going back to the billboards real quick, because I have seen a lot of people talk about this particular billboard, and I was just replaying through it, and this is actually an animated billboard of the Wonderful Amusement Group, but this part right here that says "Free Your Imagination" and has what seems to be all the PlayStation symbols on it.
Oh.
And so a lot of people are talking
Interesting.
about that "Free Your Imagination" quote, and talking about how Kingdom Hearts 3's opening line was don't assume your dreams are just fantasy. If you can imagine a world, believe in it and dive in.
Mhm.
But I
So,
believe that was also no, that wasn't Kingdom Hearts 1's tagline. It was "You never know who you're
Also,
gonna run into next."
Something that I want to note about the 104 building, it does specifically say Shibuya,
It does.
which is interesting because obviously this is based on Shibuya, but we haven't heard it called that. We've just heard it called Quadratum, which has nothing to do with actual real life Tokyo.
well,
But it's interesting that that's being used there.
well, the actual 109 building is specifically called 109 Shibuya, and so it's probably just for keeping it.
Well, the thing is, I don't even think in like, did it say Shibuya in The World Ends With You?
Yeah.
I'm not
did,
sure, but
yeah.
I know they were
Yeah,
very
yeah.
particular
In The
about
World Ends With
recreating.
Interesting. Okay.
The World Ends With You takes place in Japan. Like, it's not some.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying
yeah.
they still have to change it for copyright reasons, like the 104, because
Yeah, no,
it's actually 109. Interesting. Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the next shot is Clark's new boyfriend again, the
Yeah.
Dark Side. Which now I get to talk about a very cool detail relating to this guy.
Well,
which,
you
by
get
the
to talk
way,
about it again. You did mention it earlier in this recording.
That's true. He looks fucking awesome, but yeah, he's filled with eyes.
It's so freaky, but like so cool. Like, also, like, and how he punches, and then the like little dark tendrils pop out everywhere, and it seems like Sora can break them with attacks.
Yeah.
It's just this fight looks so cool. I want to play it.
And also to note,
We need a demo.
Sora's guard got an upgrade. Because before
yeah.
the only person who had a barrier guard by default was, I believe, Aqua, and wasn't Riku, right?
Riku, yeah.
I've
would
actually
eventually get a
heard. I
barrier.
think it was Lance the Master pointed this out.
Yeah, shout out to Lance. Lance the Mans.
He suspects that this is not actually a barrier guard, and looking at it frame by frame, I kind of see what he's talking about.
Reflect? Do you think it's
No.
reflect?
No.
No, that's not reflect. No.
It's a normal guard because we can see here this blue spot is where he actually deflected the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the barrier shows up for like a split second and then disappears. Lance suspects that the barrier is actually an indicator of your iframes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
because that's like that's I mean that's a big thing with people who play Kingdom Hearts like at like high skill level, like Lance, who is just a fucking madman at the game, by the way. But I could definitely see this being like an indicator for that. It's interesting that it goes all the way around his body for that, but yeah. It looks cool.
Okay.
It does, but being iframes, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, we get a really nice up close shot of Darkseid's face here. Good God.
Yeah. Which our only shot that gave us this clear of a look was when he's breathing, in the very beginning.
When he's like roaring at him.
Yeah, well, breathing, but yeah, and then Darkseid busts open wall and goes, "Oh, there's more hearts here for dinner."
Innocent people.
Yeah,
I love that
delicious.
so much. By the way,
yeah, and then we get one of the coolest action shots of Sora being the hero that he is, jumping in front of these no-name people. Getting ready to deflect this punch, and that punch is so strong it gave us a title card.
Which, by the way, shout outs to this guy.
I've heard some people say that these are actually Yoko Shimomura, and I think it was one of the developers of the game.
Genji Hashimoto.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I've heard that, but I think it's just a coincidence. I think.
It would be really cool if they put them in the game, though. I'm just saying, like, what if they
really
made Yoko Shimomura like a music track for the game?
I mean, that'd be funny, but like the building Darkseid's attacking is not the Square Enix building.
Yeah,
I mean, it has
and
to
then.
be.
Given how meticulous they said they were at recreating Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
But then just after the title screen, we get the next really important thing, because it was just important thing after important thing.
Multi-platform at
launch, which
Not
we
only
touched
that,
on a bit at the beginning. It is going to be on the Switch 2, PS5, the Xbox on PC, Steam, and the Epic Game Store, all at launch, which is fantastic.
Thank God.
Which is this will make it the most accessible Kingdom Hearts game at launch. Period.
Multi-platform at launch,
absolutely.
and we finally have platforms confirmed. So the fear that this is not a PS5 generation game is finally put to rest. This is coming to PS5, Series X, PC, Switch 2.
I think you were the only one with that fear. I'll be honest, Latrice. You were the only one I saw that had that fear. Everyone else with a monochrome of like, no, you know, we have self restraint on the worry. Was like, yeah, no one but you had that fear.
But it's still good to hear.
Yeah, true. So I've brain farting. Hello, I'm
That's
here.
What that smell was.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
That's big news. Obviously, still no release date. However, or no release date or release window. However, after all this happened in the Nintendo Direct, another thing that was announced, which we can talk about briefly in a little bit, was all of the Kingdom Hearts games are coming natively to the Switch 2. And they are coming also with a collection called Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3, which has all the games in one package. On Australian retailers, specifically two entirely different Australian retailers, their description of the game was, "Hey, you can play the entire series before the launch of Kingdom Hearts 4, and I quote, in 2027." Whether or not they actually know that, or that was just like an assumption that whoever wrote it made, or whatever, who knows?
I was about to say, I saw that, and somebody who worked at EB Games actually said that what is most likely that happened there, because they said game stores like that do not get, preset release dates for games. They find out pretty much the same time everybody else does. What most likely happened was some intern probably wrote that in Assumption and then posted it, and the other game store that put their listing up probably just copy and pasted it.
Fair, yeah, and that's very much the probably a very likely thing. However, I think it is still like I think the state the game is in, as far as we can tell, I think it's pretty likely that we're getting it potentially next year.
I definitely think after seeing the state that the game seems to be in right now, we're looking at most likely late 2027 because we have Final Fantasy VII Revelation coming in the first half of the year. So I'm definitely thinking this is a second half of 2027, probably Q4, so like October, November, December.
Potentially, yeah.
Or worst case scenario, early 2028, similar to how Kingdom Hearts 3 launched in January of 2019.
Yeah. That's where I'm leaning towards, is that feels the most likely. And I'm sure we'll probably get more news regarding that. Maybe D23 this year, maybe Game Awards.
Yeah, I wanted to say it looks like the 25th anniversary marketing cycle has begun.
Oh yes, because they did in the release trailer for the 1 through 3 collection. They have an official 25th anniversary logo now, and there's a whole animation for it and everything.
Yeah. And it looks like the marketing cycle for the 25th anniversary has started, and it seems like it's probably going to build up all the way until the actual anniversary. In which case, my best guess for what's going to happen right now is I think, now that we have completely turned things on their heads, I think we're probably going to see Kingdom Hearts 4 at D23, and I think we're going to get our first Disney World confirmed.
Absolutely.
I don't think we're going to get a release date there, though. I think they're going to save the release date reveal for the actual anniversary.
Well, I can agree with the full date. I think we will get a year at D23.
Yeah, they might say 2027.
Because maybe when you think about it, I think Disney really is has been realizing how fucking big Kingdom Hearts is, how big and loud and passionate the fan base is. And I think they the reason they didn't say anything in the direct is because they want to have that announcement themselves. And I think this is going to mirror basically exactly what happened with KH4 at D23 2017, which was huge, massive, important world reveal, which was Toy Story, because that was the first ever Pixar world revealed, which is huge at the time. And then they put a release year at the end of the trailer, which it ended up getting delayed. But point being, that was the point where they said, okay, we're ready to say the year. And I think it very much could be a similar story at this year's D23.
I could see that, but I definitely think they're going to save the full date for the actual 25th anniversary. I think
potentially. I will
be
huff the copium until the last second, but
well, you know what? I will give you this. I said we weren't going to see anything of Kingdom Hearts 4 until 2027 on the anniversary after Final Fantasy VII Revelation is out, and you were like, "No, I still believe." You were right. I mean.
Yep. Yeah, you should have doubled down and went. It's going to show up on a Nintendo announcement.
Can we just say, who the fuck had Nintendo Direct on their bingo card? Is where we see this thing again.
Nintendo.
What's crazy is
this meal.
I was entirely confident that we were getting the Switch 2 ports. The whole thing with a few months ago, they delisted the demo for the cloud ports. They don't just do that for no reason, because that just a demo is literally a selling point. It lets people try it before they want to spend their money on it. And that happening at that point, and we're oh, it's June, we're probably getting, or we're close to June, we're probably getting a Nintendo Direct in June. They're probably announcing native Switch 2 ports, and I was very confident in that. Never in a million years did I expect them to follow up not just with Kingdom Hearts 4, but with an entirely new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer.
Well, can I just say, it was almost right after they were talking about the native ports for Switch 2, that screen went black for just a little bit too long, and I think we all
really did.
So the crazy thing was, I was on vacation. I was in California, so this was at 7 a.m. the Direct, and I was in my aunt's house, so I like everyone's sleeping. I'm not going to be screaming out loud, but I was so hard. I was literally like up and jumping around because I was.
I'm sure you were.
Oh, it was so hard to keep to keep quiet. I was so excited.
You didn't say it was so hard.
Yeah. That's we would clip that. But I was at work. I was like, oh, Nintendo, I'll check out to the Nintendo's YouTube after I'm at work. I'm not, I'm sure it's gonna be some things I'll be interested in for the most part, because there's usually something from Nintendo I'm interested in. New Mario, new Zelda. It'll be fine. I haven't really been paying attention to the Summer's Game Fest too terribly much. I've been very busy, yada yada yada. And then all of a sudden, my phone's sitting on my desk at work, and then I start getting a lot of Discord messages. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I would say where I was when this trailer dropped was...
Yeah.
I will say where I was when this trailer dropped was I was walking into work when this trailer dropped.
Oh, no.
I was walking into the building towards the back to go clock in. And the noise I made was loud enough that my boss had to come out of his office and tell me to shut the fuck up because he was in a meeting.
Yeah, it was surprised everyone. And then to like the cherry on top of that whole direct is you follow up Kingdom Hearts 4 with a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake.
Yeah, I would just like to say,
Jesus Christ, Nintendo.
I have to say,
the only thing bigger than this.
I will say it was another, like, I did not watch the teaser trailer for the Ocarina remake until the day after. I'll be honest. I was like, I don't care about it right now.
I will say,
this is me time.
Any other day, an Ocarina of Time remake would have probably been the biggest news in gaming. But holy shit!
Yeah. I will say before we get to wrapping things up, because we are getting rather late here because we've been going for 2 hours. One fun thing about one more additional thing about this multi-platform at launch is that at the bottom we see Disney and Disney Pixar.
I was going to point that out.
Yeah,
that is true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, it could just be, since they got Pixar in Kingdom Hearts 3, it could just be as simple as, okay, that's just added to the trademarks now, like by default. Or it could be that we saw something, or it could be that we saw something Pixar related in the trailer and we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, no, that's not. That's trademarks. If
I mean,
if
the
it is in the
Keyblade
game,
could be elemental.
Yeah,
it could be. Although I'm definitely now that you've talked me into it, I think it's Atlantis.
Yeah, but like I said, there could be. We could see Toy Story. Toy Story was a big element that seemed to be leading into it. We can't.
Elemental.
Yeah. Yeah, but also we got the new Toy Story movie coming out. Toy Story in Kingdom Hearts 4. Toy Story was the connection to Yozora that we had initially by playing through the game. That was the first time we saw Yozora was because of Toy Story. I'm leaning towards Toy Story being some element to it.
Hey man, I said Coco. That's a Pixar movie.
Coco, yeah. I very much want Coco because I love Coco as a film, and I think it would link perfectly.
Movie.
Although I will note the distinct lack of a Lucasfilm trademark. Although they might be hiding that specifically so they don't spoil the Star Wars world reveal.
That's fair.
Which will
probably
be coming at D23.
I can't wait for the Bugs Life reveal. That's going to be great.
Hey, I mean, they are including the Bugs Life game in that one Toy Story remake collection. So yeah, I'm just saying.
We're gonna have Bugs Life. We're gonna have Dinosaur. We're gonna.
Yes!
You're gonna. For those who don't know, Chappie is the resident dinosaur fan.
Movie like 8 times in this fucking Discord, and you didn't ever show up, Chappie. Me and Or watched it so many times because we were waiting for other people to show up.
But
what are we talking about?
That's
movie night.
One more thing I wanted to talk about. I posted a tweet about this because we all definitely, we all agree that the last place we would have ever expected this to show up is at a Nintendo Direct. However, now I have to wonder, the last time Kingdom Hearts had a big announcement that wasn't at their own anniversary event was Melody of Memory. And that was announced at a Nintendo Direct.
Mm-hmm.
It was announced as a Switch game first. Then, at this Direct, we not only got the 1-3 collection, which was announced at a Nintendo Direct for Switch 2 first, but also the new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, announced specifically coming to Nintendo Switch at launch. That's coming to Nintendo Switch 2 at launch. That's what it said originally, and then the separate uploaded version said multi-platform. Nintendo very well might be the company to watch for Kingdom Hearts news. It is entirely possible that they might have the marketing rights for this series now.
Yeah, I mean, it's potentially. I could see it. I'm kind of like at a point where like it's could be, but I don't think we've seen it enough for it to be like solidly yes. But it's leaning toward that. Yeah.
We're starting to get there, but let's keep
I
an
will
eye
keep
on
my
everybody.
copium mask.
Keep
I'm
an
not
eye on
saying-
everybody, because who the fuck knows what it's going to show up next?
I'm not saying it's certain. I'm just saying
No, yeah.
they seem to be the company to watch, at least when it comes to Kingdom Hearts news, because twice now we have gotten new Kingdom Hearts games announced at a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 4 made its big grand return at a Nintendo Direct. At this point,
I think the big thing for me is like it's at least for me, it's possibly, or like more than likely, it's just because we're going to be announcing these native ports that everyone's been wanting at the Nintendo Direct anyway, because where else would you announce those? So we might as well just say, okay, we'll just drop the KH4 trailer at this one too, since we're already doing this one.
but that's possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I also
it makes sense because I mean, you look at the gaming atmosphere or like landscape, and I mean, for years and years, Nintendo's been seen as the family gaming company. You know, like it just makes sense that they would be the ones to show off the Disney game.
I just want to say too. Nintendo absolutely knows how big of a deal Kingdom Hearts is to their player base specifically, because Sora was
100%.
the most requested character in Smash.
Oh yeah, 100%. Speaking of, I think I don't remember who pointed this out. I think it might have been Roger's Base. But if we're getting more Smash games, Sora's staying in Smash, I think.
Yeah. 100%.
Now, they adopted that boy.
Yeah. Like,
he shook his hand and he signed a lifetime contract, buddy.
So to surmise, I believe all our feelings are screaming, hype, screaming, crying, horny, screaming.
Whoa,
we know you're horny for the dark side.
Wait. I'm not feeling that.
Have you seen?
Clark
You haven't
does.
seen Dark Side enough. I'll send it to
I
you.
mean,
Don't
Clark's
worry
horny
about
for
it,
the dark side.
Oh,
Dallin already
yeah.
said that he was hard when he watched it, so.
well,
That's crazy.
And Oros over here smooching all over the very obvious villain.
Oh yeah, Mr.
yeah.
Probably Sigurd question mark.
Follow trends.
so
He's probably like twice as tall as you.
Oh, and thirsting over Luxord too. I mean, we can't thirsting over Luxord too.
So actually, before we conclude, there is one thing I want to bring up as something that is still a distinct lack of in this trailer. Yuzora.
Yeah, no shit.
He's not there.
Which is crazy.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Look,
I actually
he's still asleep in the car, man. Let him get it.
Probably.
as of us recording this earlier today, I posted a tweet of a theory I have that is just doesn't have a ton of evidence, but it feels to me that it's kind of pointing this way. I don't think Yuzora is going to be a friend in KH4 because he's not a Keyblade wielder, but his technology can steal Keyblades and like adapt the powers of Keyblades, and he has that symbol on his sleeve that is a skull and crossbones of like Sora's head with Keyblades. I just feel like him and whatever organization he is part of is like hunting Keyblade wielders, because they brought darkness and these kaiju monsters to this world and are a danger to the world.
Ooh,
So
like
I feel like
Keyblade
they could be
Inquisitors?
That's possible.
kind of,
But
yeah.
I also
That'd be
think it's
cool.
possible.
Never
definitely-
expect the Spanish Inquisition.
This is definitely possible, but I also think it's just as likely that if we go back to my theory of the Keyblade wielders forming a militia against the darkness to protect the city from the true Yozora ending, where you win against him.
Yes.
We hear somebody calling him Commander.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And my response to that is there could be two. Like, there could be the Keyblade wielders and there could be the anti-Keyblade wielders. Who knows at
there
this point?
could
That's
be.
just a thought that popped in my mind because it just feels like Yozora is very anti-Keyblade from what little we know, at least at the moment, to me. But
It could be, but also, I mean, if those dropships are the Keyblade wielders, they look very kind of, Verum Rex technology-esque.
yeah, true,
So,
true.
It's also possible that Yozora is just leading this militia, even though he himself is not a Keyblade
Yeah.
wielder. He has the ability to assimilate Keyblades into his tech. He could be leading this resistance against the darkness that employs Keyblade wielders that Sora seems to be the newest recruit of.
Yeah. The weirdest thing for me is the skull and crossbones with the Keyblades in Sora's head. It's just such a weird and kind of dark looking
He's
detail.
a big fan of One Piece. God, guys.
Wait, there's a skull in the
I can
logo,
relate.
right? And the emblem?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a skull with Sora's hair, a crown, and then two kingdom keys crossing
Yup.
on below it.
Yep, skulls everywhere.
I told you.
Oh, that yeah.
Crazy.
I
told you.
lots to marinate on here.
Mhm.
I
My
can't believe
God,
one
we
side's
finally
going to be
have
led by
new
Zach,
content
and the
at the
other's going to be
Arise.
led by Cody. That's
And
think
crazy.
we're
it's-
not
I
even
think
Oh shit.
we're not even done talking about stuff either.
Mhm.
We got so much more we could talk about.
Oh my god,
We have been going for like 2 hours now, though. So.
Yeah,
we're gonna
we
have to
probably
say that for another episode.
Well,
Yes.
last thing I will briefly mention, since we already touched on D23, there was a certain leak going around regarding specifically Rocket League.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
So,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, yeah. So yeah, what you're mentioning is leakers in the latest Rocket League update found the gummy ship theme in the files.
Yes, they
So that's basically confirming Kingdom Hearts X Rocket League 100% for sure. Probably the gummy ship, if I were to guess. And Rocket League typically gets all the same, or a lot of the same collabs as, or Fortnite gets a lot of the same collabs as Rocket League.
and Disney heavily
And-
invested in Fortnite.
And there's already been a leak from a confirmed Epic Games employee that was sued. Adira, may his Twitter account rest in peace and whatever's happening to him with that lawsuit. But Adira did leak that Kingdom Hearts was coming to Fortnite before
Wasn't he
he
in-
got.
Wasn't he an ex-Epic employee?
Yes. That's
Yeah.
why he got sued. Is because he
Yeah.
was an Epic employee that was leaking confidential information.
Yeah, they snapped him, dude. They literally took him out.
So
They got him. The ninjas got him.
the theory right now is like within the next few updates, we could be seeing Kingdom Hearts in Fortnite,
Yeah.
which is
Maybe.
insane.
I was actually talking to my friend about the possibility of Fortnite or Kingdom Hearts in Fortnite. For skins, they tend to like to do like, if possible, one male, one female.
Mhm.
But I don't think it would be Kyrie. My best guess is that it would be Sora and Aqua.
They also do
Maybe.
trios,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, they do. They do typically do 3 with collabs.
That's also true. They could just do Sora, Riku, Kyrie.
And here's the thing. If they're wanting to like it depends on how they're wanting to handle this Fortnite collab, but if we're really getting into the KH4 marketing cycle, maybe we could be getting like KH4 Sora and like young Xehanort and Strelitzia or something.
Yeah, we could get like a whole season, similar to how we
Yeah.
got like Star Wars stuff
Yeah.
and Marvel stuff. Imagine like a Kingdom Hearts themed season. That'd be insane.
What
Yeah.
if they lock Sora to the battle pass, though?
So
Well, they
currently-
did. I do want to point out, as an avid Fortnite player, in recent times, they've made it to where battle passes aren't technically exclusive anymore, starting with the last Marvel season.
Mhm.
So everything from the Marvel season forward could technically come back to the item shop. We haven't seen it come back yet, though.
To the more avid Fortnite players in the chat here, can somebody tell me, because I know Nomura is very particular about who can be depicted wielding a Keyblade. One of his biggest stipulations with Sora coming to Smash was that nobody else can be shown wielding the Keyblade. Mario can't be shown wielding the Keyblade. Kirby can't be shown wielding the Keyblade, and that's why they had to make weird concessions regarding them. Are Fortnite skins able to lock certain pickaxes to certain skins?
Yes. They do that with Thor.
Mjolnir is locked to Thor and Captain America.
Okay, so absolutely then, if Sora comes as a skin and the Keyblade is added as a pickaxe, which presumably it will absolutely only be locked to him and any other characters that are Keyblade members.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
There is no way in hell Nomura would allow every single Fortnite skin to be shown wielding the Keyblade.
Why not?
I don't know. Nomura is particular about his lore.
Nomura is very particular. Even when
they can make it
canon,
a mythic. They can make it a mythic, but every time somebody wields it, they have to have somebody doing the Keyblade bequeathing ceremony. Like they have to play a little cutscene. Yeah,
that'd be weird. I don't think that's gonna be what happens.
I mean, they played a cutscene when you would go into the little portals and get the lightsabers before. So I mean,
yeah, that's how they explained getting Jedi training, so you could actually use the lightsaber.
They're gonna make the lingering Jonesy canon.
Yep.
Oh no.
Well, but
man,
yeah,
Dallin's gonna be busy with these mods for KH4.
Oh man. But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, the potential of Fortnite coming to, or Kingdom Hearts coming to Fortnite, that's crazy. I mean, I think once again that feels very much like a D23 announcement to me.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I think there's gonna be a big Kingdom Hearts push at D23 because it's in 2 months, which is, within that few updates of Fortnite. And I think we're gonna get a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. I think we're gonna get a big world reveal. I think D23 is just gonna be huge for KH.
Yeah, it feels like it. Like this just kind of reignited the hope for it. To note, it has been so nice seeing the amount of hype and positivity in the community this past week.
It is crazy that
so refreshing.
It is crazy that the mood in the entire Kingdom Hearts community has done a complete 180.
Yeah.
Everybody was on the verge of despair and doom. And it was within a week, all we needed was just that one trailer to just completely reinvigorate the entire fandom. And it's honestly, this is all we needed, guys. This is all we needed.
Yeah. and it's very much a thing where I really think that they weren't going to show anything until they were ready to start showing more. So I think I don't think we're going to go all that long without more information, which is it's such a nice feeling.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at some of the Square Enix marketing people that I follow, Sunil, and he was saying look at all the projects Square Enix has coming up, and it was Final Fantasy VII Revelation, Adventures of Elliot, which I know you're very excited for.
Yes, I'm so excited this week. I think he probably mentioned Resonance. Yes, that I'm so excited for that because that could, if that game gets support, it's a remake of Brave Exvius. If that game gets support,
HUX, please. What else? Dragon Quest 12, and Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah. Yep.
It looks like Square Enix's big reboot is maybe finally over.
It seems like it for sure. They seem to be really ready to push everything, which is nice. Which, side note for the Dragon Quest fans, I am so sorry. Like
We'll
that
get
news has
over
got to
it.
be rough. Because
We'll get
they
over
said
it.
like you finally get a trailer, you get a look at the game, but the development restarted. Yikes! I am so
You
sorry.
finally get a trailer and a look at the game, and it's a completely different game than what they announced.
Yeah.
The main character definitely don't fit the story as far as we've seen.
I mean, I'll say as somebody who's not a big Dragon Quest fan, I was really excited for the Flames of Fate because I thought it was going to be like a nice, darker, more like mature take on Dragon Quest, and I'm a little bit disappointed that we're not getting that now. But
we'll have to wait and see whenever that comes, but it's probably going to be a couple more years. So
probably.
I admire your what's the word I'm looking for Dragon Quest fans? Yeah, y'all are suffering, and I admire your patience.
I could just play Dragon Quest 11 again.
I mean, every Kingdom Hearts fan being like, "That's fine. I'll just replay through the entire series for the 12th time."
But,
I mean, 12's the lowest. Is 12 the highest or the lowest? Because I'll play it more than 12 times.
I don't know. I mean, that's like how many times they ported it now.
That's fair. It's been ported almost as much as Skyrim.
Before we get too rambly, I think we've covered pretty much everything we can for this episode.
I would just like to point out that Kingdom Hearts 2 has a native version to play on PS2, PS3, PS4, and PS5.
Really? All right, and that'd be the last thing we point out because we're desperately getting out of time, and Clark's got to get up and go to work at 5 a.m. So,
rest in peace.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to stop like an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for your patience with both the podcast and the long wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. But hey, we're finally hopefully. But hopefully we'll have more to talk about in that not too distant future this time. Looking forward to D23 and Kingdom Hearts 4 hopefully in 2027 beyond.
I think 2027 is a good number. I think that's a good year.
Yeah. 25th anniversaries.
With that being said, thank you so much for listening, and may your heart be your guiding key. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Have a good one.
Dun da da da! Hi there. It's your trusty Chirithy, here to remind you to like, comment, and share this podcast with all your friends. Please remember to subscribe to the Keyblade Forge, join the Discord server, and visit the merch store at www.keybladeforge.com. Don't forget, your friends are your power, so make sure to pass this along. Until next time, may your heart be your guiding key.